I'm sure you've all seen those memes on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, all about leaving your past behind. That you can't move forward unless you leave the past behind you. It's really good advice. My name is Ed Trevors. I'm an Anglican priest in the Diocese of Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. I get to serve in the beautiful town of Shelburne, Nova Scotia, in the awesome parish of Church Shelburne that sits on the ancestral and the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. And today I want to talk about that notion of leaving the past behind. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did one of these reflections about letting go of something that we call stuck energy. So painful memories, traumatic moments, things that stay with us, that are continually triggered for us in the actions and in the experiences we have in our present moment. And that emotionally and mentally speaking, it's really, really super important for us to unstuck that energy, to find ways of allowing that energy to move and to leave us, so that it stops causing the turbulence and the disturbances around us. Well, coming back to that advice about leaving our past behind, oftentimes when we see that sort of thing, we think about the bad things that happen to us. And when I gave that talk a couple of weeks ago, that was what we were talking about in particular, was the negative stuck energy. But the truth is, our past all needs to be left behind us. Not just the bad stuff, not just the trauma, not just the pain, not just the grief, not just the issues. The good stuff too. See, going forward in life requires us not to carry anything from the past that is disproportionately powerful to what it really is. So when we think of our past and we have these memories, that's all they are. That's all the importance they should have. They should be maybe life lessons. They should be things we've learned from, but they're memories. They're neutral. They can inform our present. They can inform our decisions, but they shouldn't be the things that are making the decisions for us. They shouldn't be the things that are deciding how we will or will not react or respond to a moment. And good memories, those things that we interpret as wonderful good moments, they can do just as much harm as those things that we interpret to be bad moments. Because a good moment can lead us to carrying expectations that are impossible to meet. Those good memories that we carry forward, that we give power to, they can perhaps lead us to creating standards of behavior, standards of pleasure, standards of living. They can force us to see the present and to see the future through lenses, through a perception that is asking far more, demanding far more from what's around us than what those moments, those situations, those people, those experiences can possibly provide. And when they fail to live up to those standards, we deem them as being less than. We deem them as being failures. We deem them as being inadequate, when in fact they were perfectly adequate. They were anything but failures. For anybody else in the world, they would be considered wonderful experiences, wonderful moments. So yeah, it is really super important that we leave the past behind, but not just the negative stuff. It is really important that we leave what we deem to be positive moments and positive memories behind us as well. They'll always be a part of our memory, They'll always be things we can look back on fondly, but we must not give any of those things. We must not give any memory, good or bad, power in our today, power in our future. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you. And may you know the peace of being in God's presence as you walk through this present moment into a wonderful future that is completely wide open to you. Amen.